Welcome back to the NDS. We are here at Darlington for a special race. This time, everybody's got themselves in a different car. Take a moment to familiarize yourself with who's where. And let's get ready to go here now. Pace car in. Toad Warrior on pole. We are green to kick off the Cursed 500. Cursed indeed. Toad Warrior getting a push from Team Duke in the 44 today. Jake running third. Seto trying to survive on the outside. That 48 not really working out too well. You kind of see the groups of drivers trying to make their way up and down. Seto's there. Got the 8. CS Fast and 11. Didn't have the best of starts. That one racer in the 9 there. As Jake in the 60. Putting on a good show. He's going to go up for the lead. Take it here. The thing about Darlington is you got to watch out for that wall. As they'll come out and get you. Toad and Jake still on the hunt here. Team Duke running for second. He's going to try and take that. It's going to be tough sledding for all parties involved. The 9 hanging in there as first caution of the day is out. Jake's going to lead this one as we are looking for a yellow. Think we might know who it's for. Maybe not. Let's just get this caution. See where it's at. Jake was in turn 1, so it must have been in the back. That's the 17 of Jerry. Yeah, caught between BS Fast Lane 11 and the 22 and East Limp in the 24. It doesn't matter what number Jerry rocks. It's just been a long time since his glory days at 34. And the 17 spinning out. He's able to catch it and keep it going for now. He will kind of be back in there mid-pack as see a lot of action on pit road. I think everybody's coming in on pit road this time. Not sure what Laundry Sauce in the 5 did to both Fred Jones and Spock there, but something must have happened. Early yellow for cause is nothing new. Jerry's going to be the last car. Everyone's still in the lead lap, though. That one racer leading Toad Warrior in second. A crazy sight to behold. Team Duke running third. Ben McDonald's worked his way up to 4th in that 66. Fucking Ringo dude sitting P5 in the 38. Doing a pretty good job. Krugmeyer in the 50 sitting 6th. Seto in the 7th place. 48 not too far behind. CS Fast and 11. 8 car. P8. Jake fell back to 9 on those rounds of pit stops. And Mizzou rounding out top 10. Let's see if Toad Warrior can get back to the jump here and actually take that spot from that one racer. Everyone's still on track. Everyone's still ready to go green. We back at it again. This time it's going to be how close can you get the outside wall without hitting it. Darlington, a very odd track to be sure. Ben McDonald not really getting the best restart. Ringo trying to get by his own car. I think he might see a lane. The 38. Good strong here. Team Duke in the 44 holding them both off. Trying to take third spot. Just getting as high as he can. How Darlington works. Even the battling outside the top 10. Frosty Wusky in 33. RS Fast and 11 and Hyperdrive. Both in different cars trying to sort this one out. as we got some movement up front. Team Duke has been kind of slicing through with reckless abandon. The 44 has a good car. It's just a matter of making it count when the time comes. That's what I meant to say. That one racer in the 9, begrudgingly repping Chase Elliott, but pulling away nonetheless. Krugermeyer is a driver that wants to really mix it up for some spots. Top here. Ben McDonald trying to open that as much as he can without getting the wall. That 66 is doing fine. Just nothing really to brace himself on as he sees everyone going low, trying to get the spots. The 50 kind of backed it off, and that's going to let 38 surge, but the run comes back for the 50 team. Not so sure about that one. As Team Duke pushing for the lead as that one racer defends. I think that 44 definitely trying to rotate to get in front of the 9. That's what's going to happen. Team Duke to the front. You can see the battle through the corner. Just high and low. Like, pick a spot. KSS BSS the 45. Logan 6. Tiger Man in the 3. Everybody is trying to find a lane to stick with. 86 of Razor had good qualifying, but kind of slow here. 14 of the Puff. Yeah, he's got himself a top 20 run. Trying to at least make something happen. Another driver I just want to check up on. 11 of Misty Viper back there. He and Kyle D are racing around each other. I think the 12 getting past Wolf Van Halen, definitely not fast at all. In fact, he seems quite slow compared to everyone else around him. Now I want to check up on a driver who's closer to the front. Jake hasn't really made up that much ground. In fact, Ben McDonald in that 66 is just kind of flatlined as well. RS Fast 11 is at least making a stand in the top 10, as even the 48 of Seto got a huge run on exit of 4, which was able to carry her all the way to the pass. Frosty Wusky and Hyperdrive not really working that well on the low side. Mizzou got right on by. Like, I see that you want to work higher, and that's commendable, but it just doesn't take very well. As you see the scorecard for the lead, Toad Warrior had got it. There's plenty of battling throughout the field. I know there's battles for the front be more important, but be something else out there. I think Racer fell back to 3rd. A 9 of Racer. The 50 got around pretty well. There's now CS Fast and 11 and fucking Ringo Dude are battling there. The 38 wants to hold him off. Like, defending very well is the battle here. I think we go on board with the 66 of Ben McDonald. You can even see just how important it is to get a run into those corners. Like, I think they might try something different here. Or at least the 50 is putting on a clinic trying to get by Racer. Like, just seeing the different line be run, if it means, like, sacrificing a little bit of entry to get a big exit so you can have all the speed you want down the straights, that's what's going to mean the most. I mean, just look at the 48. Seto and RS Fashion 11 both getting around Ben McDonald. So the 66, not quite having the speed they want. as Toad Warrior continues to extend his lead pretty significantly. I'll take a look at some drivers near the back. Like, you see outside the top 30. The 77 of Beach Brutus. That's Fink in the 47. BS Fast and 11, who was in that first caution. 19 of Dabison. Just making some experience happen. There's a... What the hell's going on up here? Huge group going on. They're all stuck here. Kyle D, Razor Zent, Travis Scott in the 7. Misty Viper, Dirtman 5. Like, they're all together now. Canadian Lux in the 16. Can't afford to have a bad day like this in that car. That's just rough sledding. Speaking of days we're going to have, looking out for the number 50, who has been putting on some speed here. Even with Toad pulled away, Krugermeyer still on the fast track. And you can see just how important it is to like nail the high side. Look at the 50. Even if the 50 could just get a nose in the 44, then that would just be such a good pass to make. I think the 44 is trying to... Oh, we got some smoke. Down the front. No caution for the smoke. What happened here? A no call down the back. But 21 of Fred Jones basically tearing the wall down. Oh, the 62 gets some damage. Racing Fan pretty much using laundry sauce to save himself. The 5 does get back going under green. That's going to be a huge blow. Fred Jones on pit road as Toad continues to lead. So that's going to be the 21 off the lead lap. Laundry sauce close to being off the lead lap as well. And the 62 with some damage and a pretty rough spot in the field right now. Trying to work around the Jerry in the 17. The 21's going to get back out there. You see how the gap where the leaders are right there coming across. Team Duke just fumbled that lap so hard that opened it up to 2 whole seconds. Logan still sees the opportunity here to make a pass, and look at that, Jake running in the 11th position. I think his time getting away with that will eventually come to an end as the 84 of RS Fast and 11 is actually kind of driving pretty good, which means he'll kind of take the points lead if he could just finish ahead of Jake. CS Fast and 11, he's a driver who needs a good run like this. He's just trying to play chicken staying above that top 12 in points. So if CS Fast and 11 can keep the positive momentum going, that's all they could need. Speaking of positive momentum, Racer and RS just tunneled around the 8. No ands, if, or buts about it. Ben McDonald wants a piece of that pie. Trying to get as high, but not too high. Fucking Ringo, dude. Still in the top 10. That's all you could really ask for, but I don't think 38 teams been getting themselves good enough here, because eventually they're going to get passed. And, they finish inside the top 20 a lot, but I think what this team really needs is a top 5. They can't afford to just be kind of resting on their laurels a bit. RS Fast and 11 and Krugermeyer fighting for They're fast and they've got good stuff. And it's still a 2-stop race. Like even the pit stop on like lap 5 and some caution laps, they're still gonna have to pit a couple times. Like you cannot go 40 laps on a run. So within the next 10 laps, we'll expect to see green flag pit stops as Team Duke continues to try to reel in Toad Warriors. Just the inconsistency of it all. It does feel like comers and goers because we remember the 66 of Ben wasn't feeling so good at the start of the run. He's starting to spring back up and get around some of these guys. So it definitely pays to be a late bloomer, relatively speaking. I think the 50 might be a fading car. Speaking of coming to life, Team Duke has been kind of catching this 15. Like, there's no bullshit about it. He's just got the speed down that lap. If he could keep reeling in, it's good. That's kind of flatlined at that time. Just needs to keep hitting those good laps. See what they can get out of it. Everyone else is just so much further behind the pulse here. The 4 of the Cooker is on pit road right now. That's only lap 31 for him. So that's weird. That is weird. Hyperdrive now trying to get into the top 10. That 31 car trying to at least get around him a little bit, but doesn't really take. RS is coming in the pits. Yeah, I got some drivers coming down pit road there. I think a Toad Warrior might want to pit soon because he's got the 5 of laundry sauce to really worry about. That, honestly, I wouldn't want to fuck with him. I'd just get down and do my stop. That's not the case for the 5 team. They're just going to go right on around and put a lap down. Well, the 5 team goes a lap down. Toad Warrior is doing the lapping. That one racer just about got a huge lick of the wall off of 4 there. That's going to open up the door for someone like Seto to really reel in and get something going here. Coming off pit road is the 47 of Fink. 66 coming in. Duke's coming in. I think Toad. He's staying out another lap. He's going to try and get some guys a lap down. Darkest Presence coming off pit road. Landon in the 34 is out there. See a steady stream of guys coming back on the track. Dirtman 5, Gamma. Toad Warrior finally comes in. Gonna bring the 5 laundry sauce in with him. Krugmeyer kind of playing the long run here. Just going for that lap lead, I guess. The 50 team. CS Fast and 11 also kind of on there as well. We got a lot of drivers. A lot more than I at least expect to really do the long haul game. I think that's 8 of them. But they're pitting now. Oh no, not the 8 team. They're going to go around there. Mizzou's going as well. 99 staying. A lot of drivers who are kind of really playing the super long game here. I don't know what they plan on accomplishing here. Maybe that they have a few laps better. They can really go out and run some people down over the long run. But when you come off pit road, that immediate advantage you have coming off pit road, they're going to eat you up with that stuff. KSS, PSS on the alternate strat. I think the 50 and the 60 came in Jake is currently taking service right now. Fred Jones in 21. There's RS Fast and 11 back inside the top 10. Running good laps right now. Jerry about to go a lap down to RS. About who effectively is considered the leader. I don't think it's Jake. Ringo definitely got kind of back there with the Cooker. Not sure if the Cooker had a good stop or not, if he's going to fall in spots or not, but it's going to be interesting. There goes the 8. I think, take a look at the 9. Maybe him. Maybe him. The 50's also got a good spot. A lot of drivers who are in a good position. Don't think it's any of those guys. Looks like RS Fast and 11 and it leads Logan out of the pits. So I think the 84 of RS Fast and 11 is your leader. Definitely a blend of good pit stopping and just generally having a long run. So going to get this 84 out front, and that's how it's going to be. Spock not having a good stop. Honestly, there are honestly not that many cars that are like particularly bad on stop. Like some drivers definitely had a bad stop than others compared to their position. I think Mizzou got the worst of it. But other than that, it's relatively fine for some drivers. Something must have happened to the one team in Mizzou. They ain't moving shit. Oh, yeah, he got held up by the 22 team, so they are absolutely not having a good time right now. Speaking of 22 team, BS Fast and 11, first car lap down, save for whenever the 43 gets lapped. You know which driver absolutely just not doing good? I think, talk about fucking Ringo, dude. He is getting killed on pit stops this season alone. It's a real shame, too, because he's probably got speed to actually make the round of 16 via top 12 in points. It's just those slow pit stops are really kind of hammering him down. Seto in a good spot. Dirtman 5 running surprisingly well with Wolf Van Halen. The Puff is looking for a top 10 run right here. And that 14 getting right on around. There's plenty of beefing with a lot of these like guys who are just so close to each other. Like it's a long green flag run, but it's still a party to be had. They're just trying to get around the slower cars. Landon in the 23 is looking like he's just going to get passed around by everybody here and does not be in a good spot. So I'm thinking that's what's going to happen to this team, 23 at least. Looking at some alternate camera angles this run here. The 14's falling back, so he won't be in the top 10 as 24 of Eastlamp's going to take that. Seto has been looking to get a pass done on the 66, Ben McDonald. Tiger Man of the 3, it's just wherever these cars are, it just creates this giant blob of traffic. That's going to be tough to get like around. Battle for second between Toad Warrior and Logan. I think when they fight each other, it's going to let the 84 just run just a little bit more free than he wants to. So it's just crazy out there. Team Duke and Hyperdrive round out top 5. They've got like daylight behind them. Like nothing to worry about. Let's go back to that fucking cluster show. Wherever all those drivers are. They're just running around each other. You know who's made up a lot of ground? Ben McDonald. They've got the 54 of Gamma has been running really good, actually. Seto and Gamma, the Season 5 rookies on their second year. They're both taking this one pretty well. A mutual top 15 run so far does seem like something you want to do, even if you don't have a playoff hopes so far, anyways. The win with a wild card could go insane for some drivers. So maybe this is the time and place to start getting good runs, and then when you hit that plate track, you just go up and take it. There's the Puff back in the top 10. Fred Jones currently in the 40th place. He's running pretty slow. Kyle D in 34 also not running too hot. But Mizzou, he's back out there, but not his race. Yeah, Krugemeyer just kind of wants to see a caution at this point in the race, because when you get all these cars spaced out, you might find yourself behind a slower guy that you just can't get around. That might be the theme of this 50 team. A good car, but not quite the position that they need to do to get it rolling where they want it to. Words. Ben McDonald peaking top 10. Trying to get that from the Puff. Tiger Man also there to support. Oh, look at this. They're getting all around that number 21 of Fred Jones. God damn, they're making it work. But really sucks for Frosty Owuski in the 33 that he has got nothing to really get by this guy here. The Canadian Lux in the 16 is able to just run the outside so effectively and just take the free spot because of a guy like this. Yeah, you want to make the move. You don't want to have the move be made on you. Frosty to Otter just maintaining with KSSBSS. Those two battling each other. That could afford to get something going, but oh, wow, look at this. Toad Warrior. I thought he was catching the number 84, but he about tore the fucking wall down. Now he's losing spots again. Losing his time. Logan still third. Team Duke and Hyperdrive still top 5 round out. The 22's got a good amount of speed. So just let BS Fast and 11 by and you're fine. RS Fast and 11 taking that 84 to a very, very good place. Toad Warrior trying to regroup and just refocus here. But when you're this long in a run, it gets tough. Jake's trying to get as many spots as he can. CS Fast and 11 taking the battle directly to him as well. The 60 running fine. But I don't think Fine's going to be doing good enough here. About taking the outside lane and using it to get good. Like that 33, remember, he was getting passed by the 16. Now guess who's in front of him? Funny how that works. Frosty Lusky trying to one-up Gamma in the going high game. And switch that back. The 14's going to be slow there, so the 38's probably going to lunge. Ringo going to get the spot. Frosty Daughter. Definitely not nailing the corner compared to the other guys in front of him. And that's just going to let them run go. Just absolutely take off. 13 of Born Ready. Not hanging well. Eastlamp doing great, though, despite his spot. Miss 38 has been fighting for those spots. Speaking of fighting for spots, look at this. Side by side for the lead. Toad Warrior has the speed late, so I think that he could take this, go up and get it when he needs to, but just trying to set up the pass to get by the guy, that's going to be tough. And you're within the pit window, I think. If you want to short it now, go get stuff and just be a menace, then who knows? Maybe it could work. We're within like 26 to go, which is a good amount. I think Toad Warrior's strategy is going to probably involve trying to wait for the 84 to make a mistake on his own accord. I think that might be what they want to see here. It definitely had a much better corner. I mean, honestly, if you could have a better 3 and 4, beat off the corner and photo finish, that would be an amazing way to end the Darlington race. Don't think it's going to happen. I think Toad needs to just, 84, not too fast. You can get it here. Side by side for the lead down the back. Toad Warrior 15, RS Fest 11, 84. Toad's going to try and get a little bit ahead to slide up in front. And with ease, honestly, I think the 84 might be fading a lot more than what you would want to see from that type of car, as that lap was about 0.8 slower. Might be losing ground here, especially considering BS Fest 11 unlapping himself. Mizzou's still fast, but he's 5 laps down, so it doesn't really matter. Misty Viper in the top 10. He's got Tiger Man and Ben McDonald all around him. So that could be a good run here. Frosty the Otter in the 15th position. Even some of the rookies kind of having it rough. Fink out back in 27th. 28th, he's got it pretty slow. Racing Fan, he's a lap down. It's been tough sledding for him. Part-time racer, Dabi-san. Kind of inside the top 25. It's been nice. Speaking of the opposite of nice, the Puff is falling outside the top 20. So I think this car has definitely been a fader over this run. So it's definitely going to be absolutely tough to figure out strategy when you want to take that final pit stop to get you to the end. Like, we're closing in on 20 to go. It is absolutely go time for new tires. Well, let's take a look at that 4 team. Oh, they're in pit road. They were the first team to pit last time. They're definitely going to be the first team to pit this time as well. Toad Warrior finding himself in a quagmire of lap traffic. That is rough. Considering how strong Mizzou is at this point in the run, I would just let him go to get one of his 5 laps back. Fred Jones, he's 3 laps down at this point. He looks like he's fresh off pit road, so that's mighty fine for the 21 team. Other than that, I don't see this working out for any of the lappers. Dirtman, Gamma, these guys who started the run strong but faded, they're going to be the early pitters because they have to early pit. Because they early pitted last time. They can't go as far. Speaking of early pitters, the 84 is an early pitter. That would explain why the 84 was able to have that lead early and have it be deconstructed. He's an early pitter. So this race is one of strategy. You have to kind of outsmart your opponents to win this race. Using your mental exercise, if you will. That one racer inside top 5, but he's not fast at all. Landon's got the fresh stuff, and he is torching these guys. I think the problem is that he's 2 laps down to the cars he's passing. Misty Viper trying to get off pit road a lot faster than Fink will. The 60 of Jake is still... Whoa! We got a spin! Oh, that's going to be a caution. A caution in the middle of my green flag pit stops? No. This changes everything. The 24 of Eastlamp. Yeah. Yeah, he really failed a spot check when the 24 of Eastlamp and the 6 of Logan came careening together. That's going to put the 6 and the 24 in the wall. The 17 of Jerry just sliding through. And that is going to revolutionize the way we look at this race. Toad Warrior pitting from the lead pretty securely right now. The 50, I think those lead lap guys are going to be coming in. So if you're one of those guys who stayed out long and didn't have to short this stop, you're good. If you're a short pitter, this is frustrating. Yeah, there's a lot to say about that. Basically, 22 cars effectively on the lead lap. Team Duke is going to be in a quagmire of lapped cars. Logan's going to come off second despite instigating the moment. That one racer sits third. Toad Warrior fourth. Emma fifth. Jake sixth. CS in 7th. 8th is Ben McDonald. Frosty Otter 9th. Tiger Man rounds out top 10. 78's got big damage. And there's plenty of whack job moments waiting to happen. All right. A lot of the drivers are frustrated at the hand they've been dealt, but this is going to shake it up. We're going to keep the top 10 on your screen as we go green. Now it's just a battle royale between the lead lap guys. They have to know that this is something. Team Duke able to take control of the race back. The 6 of Logan has got to be feeling a little bit guilty about it, but at the same time knows that this is his time to shine. Team Duke going Superman's in the corner right there. 44 knows he has to get some ground out of this pack if he wants to try to win this race. And it's not over yet. If Team Duke and Logan are going to fight for it, they're going to fight for it. But I think with Eastlamp having a slow corner, I think the 24 is not going to be nice to the 6 here. Maybe. Landon's working on Team Duke. So if Logan can get there, he can win the race. Hyperdrive on the low side, he is absolutely livid with officiating right now. But given what it's got to be, that's the hand he's been dealt. The 84 of ours, fast and 11. He's been out there for a while, so he's not going to be that fast. Team Duke is slicing, to say the least. You know, the 54 of Gamma being the final competitor in the coffin, I think that this 44 team is going to be just zooming out there. Team Duke probably had a race he could have won at Eldora, but what didn't really come together. This looks like this is his time. That one racer who is currently sitting in the second position is not really making his way through that well. Logan sits third, fourth B, Toad Warrior, and plenty of other cars rounding out some positions that honestly seem like they could be kind of stuck in their lap traffic ways. That one racer in the 9, he has got several lappers to really get around. I think the 50 just brought the wall down back there. Or it might have been the 20 at Dirtman 5, one of those drivers who is just done with the proceedings right now. I think that one racer definitely lost some time down this lap. So the leaders are kind of running out of time to get Team Duke. Let's take a look beyond the top 10. Tiger Man there. Frosty Auto running 11th. Canadian Lux having a good day in 12th. Frosty Wusky's there. Not too bad. Seto going to be getting a top 15 day. Hopefully. Zentz. Dabi-san in the 16th position. That's fine. And Beach Brutus on pace for a top 20 day. If you could just hold off the likes of Born Ready, Bunger, KSS, Travis Scott, and the likes, then he's going to be fine. Battle for third between Toad and Logan. Toad Warrior is trying to just get some inside turn in there just to get through to the end of the race. Another good top 5 run for Logan should put him in a good spot. But Krugermeyer right behind, so maybe that top 5 isn't exactly secured for this 16. They need to still fight for it. Inside, outside. I think Logan on the outside lane, he's still not like gonna fall over and just let it happen, but he needs to drive pretty well to get where he needs to be. And so far, he's gonna hold him off for the third spot. Plenty of positions right here. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. I mean, this is a treasure trove here to be sure. 9th place is Jeff. He's really far back. Too far back to really do anything about these guys. And Krugermeyer wants the spot. But Toad Warrior still going to take third here. 2 to go. They're all fighting there. There's Team Duke. That one racer is having a hard charge, but don't think it'll be enough. White flag for the 44 team. They had the opportunistic time to strike while the iron's hot. That one racer, not really the momentum you wanted to see off the exit of the corner. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Team Duke takes the shuffle weekend at Darlington. Shout out to everybody finishing the race here. Not a single DNF, but plenty of moments to really Keep you second guessing till the time runs out. And there you go. Everything that has happened today. Wow. Insanity. Take a look at the final results here. A lot of those 2-down guys were kind of fighting amongst themselves as well. That is all we have for this race. We'll see you next time. Take care.